It took a long way to leave this hollow and frozen place. It took a long way from where I just lost my grace. It took a long way to feel the sun once again. It took a long way far away from home to find another one.
Hey papi, what I wish, yeah, you're my favorite dish. Can I get a taste, baby, can I get a lick? No entiendo mi Spanglish, but you can read my.
All right. Sorry about that. We're having some issues, some technical issues, but we're back. Everything is working now. And so we were sitting here talking about Batwoman, right? And,
yeah, Batman.
And so we were discussing about Batwoman in the terms of the show itself and how we like the show and if we like the show at all. And from what we got and what we heard, we didn't really like the show. We both watched the show. She just
killed Batman franchise.
Yeah, well, she didn't kill Batman's franchise, but the writers.
Yeah, we know who did.
The writers destroyed that franchise. And she came in. She did what she was supposed to do, in my opinion. But technically, I didn't really like her as Batwoman. It wasn't. Ruby Rose just wasn't the Batwoman for me. Now, I loved Ruby Rose in Orange is the New Black. I thought she was awesome in Orange is the New Black. She came in. She was looking good. She had the whole. She was doing this whole deal. It was great, and Ruby Rose was great in Orange is the New Black. But as Batwoman, it never really reached my attention because visually she didn't have that appearance. She did have that brood look on her face. Where she can look like really upset and brood on you and get all angry, you know, that Batman, brood. She can brood for days. All right? She can brood for days. But in terms of what I saw physically, she couldn't fight. It did not look realistic in her being able to punch these people or knock these people out or any sort of fashion. She got beat up quite a bit. And It didn't seem like Batman in training.
She's in fear for her life.
Yeah, it did not seem like Batman was in training. Okay, because like when Batman's in training or whatever, he's going through this whole crazy workout montage. He's training with ninjas. He's doing all kind of stuff. But this
going all over the country training.
Yeah, and she went around. Apparently, she went around and trained too. But whoever she trained from must have been like some dude who works at Valley Fitness or something like that.
I don't know who it was, but you need to fire his ass.
She was over there doing Zumba talking about she gonna kick butt.
It's not happening. Not at all.
No. It was just bad.
Yeah. It was just terrible.
So now they replaced her with I believe her name is Javicia Leslie. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But Javicia Leslie. This is her right here. So and she's supposed to be this new Batwoman. Now I don't know how the Batwoman is going to look now with being a black woman. I personally feel like that's dope that she's getting the opportunity and she's getting this chance to do what she's gonna do. I just wonder if the writers on the show and the director on the show is gonna make this look good, or if it's gonna work at all. Because again,
well, hopefully, if the fans complained about the writing and how it was, hopefully they'll change it.
If they get rid of the writers, I mean, and I kind of feel like. I don't know who's writing, per se, but I feel like when you add that black character in there, you need to have a black person writing for that black character. Because it comes out, everything comes out much better, which it should. But then I also wonder again, is it going to be another pandering script? There's not that many situations where they add in, because in this particular situation, when she left, they all said, "Hey, we're going to replace her with someone of the LGBT community."
Yeah.
Because again, they were pandering for the LGBT community with most of the stuff on the show. So much so that they took the value and the story and everything else away from the Batwoman series altogether.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So now that they're adding a black woman in there, I'm wondering if they are adding this black woman in there because they honestly believe she has a talent, or if she's there to pander because right now Black Lives Matter is a big thing.
Oh, wow, that's deep.
And
there's no telling what their motives are.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily want her to fail.
I don't want her necessarily to fail either, but I want somebody that comes in, looks good, and kicks ass.
Yeah,
That's
and
all I want.
she looks like she can throw a better punch than Ruby.